Throughout history, people have been getting fresh haircuts. In the modern era, having a fresh cut is an essential part of a person's look. Whether your mom is coming down from mom's weekend and you don't want her to think you're a slob, or you haven't had a haircut in months and you're embarrassed to be in public, all it takes is a quick trim to up your confidence and appearance. Dave & Jeans is one of the most popular barbershops on campus and is a great place to get a haircut. However, due to other barbershops and salons on campus closing in recent months, getting a haircut from Dave & Jeans sometimes comes with a long wait time. Because of this, some potential customers balk. We believe that there is a solution to this problem. The goal of our project is to model Dave & Jeans barbershop to find the average amounts of people that balk during a given afternoon. We will then change the amounts of barbers in our model to see if adding more barbers would be a cost-effective choice. As a start, we're going to go interview Gene from Dave & Jeans to see if he has experienced the problem of balking.
We lose customers if we have a long wait time. Down the road, we've thought about different things, whether it's appointments or changing staffing, whatever, so that we can change that, because we've lost a lot of, especially our around town customers don't want to wait a long time. So we're more predominantly student business, our customers now, where we used to be a bigger percentage around town. Part of the problem is there aren't a lot of good licensed barbers wandering around. So we've got a supply and demand issue there, I guess. So yeah, if we found somebody really good who we could hire, and the hard part is then what to pay them. So I would think to get somebody good in here that was a barber, maybe a few years out of barber school, knew his trade, we'd probably have to hire him in at something like $20 an hour, which to our business would be a cost of more like $30 an hour, which sounds like that would be very justifiable, from charging $22 for a haircut, but there's busy times and slow times, so obviously it would be tough to sort of see on a year-round basis how that would work out. Every day we lose people. Right now there are simply not enough people cutting hair on the U of I campus, and two shops have closed up this year. So like a year ago our lines weren't nearly as long. But as other shops have closed, our line gets longer, and I'm guessing everybody on campus is dealing with that. And the problem, of course, is I can only cut one head of hair at a time. It takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes, I'm guessing, somewhere in that range to cut a head of hair. So, yeah, we lose people every day. You see the reviews online and stuff, and there's stuff up there saying it takes a while to get in. Although, like I said, there's just a shortage of places to cut hair up here. So right now, we're as busy as we can handle, so we're not losing, but customers that we would necessarily, but we sort of are, because if we had more people working, we could cut more, obviously.
Now that we know firsthand that balking is a problem at Dave & Jeans, we're going to take a look at the model that we made in an attempt to solve this problem. While our model has some complexity to it, at its core, it's a multiple server queue. We obtained arrival, service, and balking data from the barbershop during 3 different 1 to 5 p.m. periods, with the intention of modeling the barbershop when it's at its most busy. Since we are only modeling a 4-hour period of the system, and the system is open for 8 total hours, we felt it was necessary to include non-empty and idle conditions, so we initialized the model with 1 to 5 customers in the queue at random. These initial customers are served before the new customers using the edge that connects the initialization node to the begin service node. We also added a closing condition to model the behavior of the barbershop at close. In the system, no new customers are allowed to enter the queue after 5 p.m. each day, but Dave & Jean will still serve those who have been waiting in the queue. The results of our model were generated from 50 uniquely seated runs of 240-minute periods. We recorded the average and variance of the number of total arrival, number of total services, and number of total bulks, as well as the waiting time for the simulation of our model with 2 barbers as well as 3 barbers. With an additional barber working, customers would only have to wait 18.78 minutes on average versus 33.42 minutes normal. Also, adding another barber reduces the average number of bulks over a 4-hour period from 6.74 to 4.12.
We wanted to check our output to make sure that the data coming from our model is similar to the data obtained from the system. To do this, we compared the average number of arrivals and number of bulks in a 4-hour period for the model with the system. Our results show that the model outputs values similar to the system, but there's still a discrepancy. This is possibly due to the exponential random variable only being a somewhat good estimator of our arrival data.
To find the difference in profit for adding another barber, we've constructed a relative profit equation that takes the relative profit gain from the reduced number of bulks and subtracts the extra cost of hiring another barber. Using this equation, we found that the barbershop would on average actually lose a profit of $22.36 over a 4-hour period. However, given the large variance in the number of bulks, the barbershop would still make a profit around 50% of the time. While the results of our model are not overwhelmingly in favor of adding an additional barber, there are still other factors to consider when making this choice. For example, since the waiting time when there are 3 barbers is significantly shorter than when there are 2, customers might be more likely to visit the shop. Gene specifically mentioned in the interview that the long waits have lost them many of the local customers, so adding another barber could be a way to get some of that customer base back. We're going to go ahead and end this video with a direct message from Gene to the TAs of this class.
Give them an A. Give them an A.
Yeah, there you go,
We'll expect that real quiet throughout this video.